A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic escalation of hostilities, Israel has launched extensive airstrikes targeting Iran's nuclear facilities, military installations, and key military figures, resulting in significant retaliatory actions from Tehran. The Israeli military reported that approximately 200 aircraft were involved in the operation, striking around 100 targets across Iran. This aggressive action comes amid heightened tensions surrounding Iran's nuclear ambitions, with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu asserting that the strikes were necessary to prevent Iran from advancing towards the development of nuclear weapons. According to reports from Tehran, loud explosions were heard in various parts of the capital, raising alarms among civilians. Eyewitness accounts describe a chaotic scene as air defense systems were activated in response to the Israeli strikes. Amidst the chaos, Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei issued a stern warning of severe punishment for Israel, indicating that Iran would not tolerate such aggression. The backdrop to these events includes a recent censure of Iran by the United Nations atomic watchdog for failing to comply with international obligations aimed at curbing its nuclear program. In a letter to the UN Security Council, Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi condemned the Israeli strikes as state terrorism and reaffirmed Iran's right to self-defense. As the situation continues to unfold, the Israeli military has confirmed that the attacks were aimed at crippling Iran's capabilities, with significant damage reported at key sites, including the Natanz nuclear enrichment facility. According to military officials, the operation was designed to provide Israel with significant freedom of movement in Iranian airspace, allowing for further strikes if necessary. The international community has reacted with alarm, with calls for de-escalation coming from leaders around the world. The UN Security Council has scheduled an emergency meeting to discuss the escalating conflict. Meanwhile, tensions have risen within Israel, with the military declaring a state of emergency in anticipation of a potential Iranian missile and drone strike. In a related development, Iranian media reported that the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has launched a counterattack, targeting Israeli military bases and airfields in response to the initial strikes. Reports indicate that several explosions were heard in Israel, with air raid sirens sounding across the country as Iranian missiles were detected heading towards Israeli territory. The situation remains fluid, with Israeli officials preparing for potential further retaliation from Iran. Netanyahu has indicated that Israel is bracing for several waves of Iranian attacks in the wake of the strikes, emphasizing the need for continued military readiness. The repercussions of this conflict extend beyond the immediate military engagements, with fears of a broader regional conflict looming. The United States, which has historically sought to mediate between the two nations, is now faced with the challenge of navigating this volatile situation without exacerbating tensions further. As the world watches closely, the actions taken by both Israel and Iran will be pivotal in shaping the future of the Middle East and the ongoing discourse surrounding nuclear proliferation. The stakes have never been higher, and the potential for escalation into a full-blown conflict looms large as both sides prepare for what may be a protracted confrontation. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.